All right. So, man, I went over there and looked. I just had a great meal, right? Today's an all right day. Finally have a halfway normal day going on, right? All these folks are doing nothing, driving around again, doing nothing. That's what folks do here. But hey, I get it. I used to do it. I used to drive all the time just so it would help me with stress. So I get it. Man, they got like, if y'all could donate right now, bro, it would help me so much. Real talk. And that's what I'm saying. It's just like, I don't know, man. Like me, like, I just honestly, like, you know, I don't know. It's whatever with me at this point. Like, I just genuinely don't care. You know what I mean? Because I put everything I had into this. I've tried my hardest. I can't do this without support. So, I'm at the point that it's just, I'm going to do whatever I need to do with my time, but it's whatever now. You know what I mean? I mean, bro, you got to understand, bro. They got, I mean, first of all, it's kind of funny, everyone's demeanor and how it changes because they probably hear me talk on here and know I'm saying the truth. And that's the type of person I am. I'm going to speak my mind and say how I feel about every matter and everything. And this is a public forum and I created it. It's to talk about things publicly. If folks want to address me, like I said, have a direct conversation on my platform. You understand? And be respectful. It doesn't even need to be asked, right? What's understood don't need to be explained. You know what I mean? I mean, y'all are all respectful in person. Like I said, that's the truth. Everybody, everyone, everyone's mad respectful to me in person. But then folks get on phones and the internet, they want to turn into different people. Like, okay, you know what I mean? You feel me? So, like, yeah, like right now, bro, homie, you gotta understand, bro. They got tablets, they got like computers. You know what I mean? And like the thing is, like they think everybody has all the time in the world. Like I gotta get going, bro. I can't just be sitting around. I don't got time to waste like that. You know what I mean? Like they need to fix this bus system here, right? Number one, there's a lot of things need fixing. People in New York move to New York because they say you don't need a car. Did you know that? I could do this in New York. You know what I mean? Of course, I'm gonna want to do it with a bat pod and a tumbler and tanks and motorcycles and Lamborghinis and Porsches and access to everything, right? That's the other thing too. A lot of folks want to volunteer their opinion about cars and this and that. I mean, if I didn't ask, why are you volunteering? You know? But that's the thing. That's the best way I can explain it. I'm gonna just put it like this, man. Give me a minute here and I'll be right back on here. But I'm gonna put it like this, simple and clear as day. They got tablets, bro, for like 30 something dollars right now. Computers. I need a laptop that way I don't have to keep paying this phone all the time. I can get a Wi-Fi and do my shows. Holla at me. I got a Cash App, PayPal, and Venmo. Pay me. And we're back. So, first thing I want to say, man, these folks, like I said, like everybody funny, like funny as hell, bro. Like people don't have no concept of reality or nothing. You feel me? Like you got to understand who I am, bro, and what I do. I'm the real Batman. Batman is the world's greatest detective. We all know what Batman does and who Batman is. And I'm literally the prophecy. So I'm what all the depictions are about. Like I said, I go to work on these blocks. I run every block, run every street, all through Brownsville, all what you seeing around you. I want you to take a real good look. All of this, right? You'll see exactly where I'm at every day. Every single block out here I run. That's the reality. It's always been the reality and it always will be. You understand? And like I said, like, this is what they do when they get in their feelings because I'm winning. It starts with the phone games, which is what they just pulled. But like I said, I was showing you every block out here I run, right? Like I said, we operate above the feds. I'm fully 100% independent, right? Batman, the world's greatest detective, and we know what Batman is and what Batman does. Like I said, I'm the reincarnated game master, and you know the games we play. So you gotta understand, anywhere I walk, anywhere I'm going, anything I'm paying attention to, I'm studying. You understand? I'm studying. Oh, I'm studying everything. I'm paying attention to these businesses, right? I'm looking at everything, right? Everything, 100%. I'm finding out who's who. I'm studying criminals. I'm doing research, okay? I look into government affairs. I literally operate worldwide already, independently. You know, what was tripping me out right now, like, I don't got a lot of money in the bank, but I got a little bit, very little, but, to me, it's pretty decent for right now. I was just looking at it and I was tripping because, like, I thought I had less in there. And, like, it ain't much, it ain't a lot, but it's a lot to me right now. You know what I mean? And it's enough that even if I didn't get help, I could keep this going and keep going into the next month. I need donations, man. Need financial support. That's all I need. You know what I mean? Like I said, any day right now, I could come out here, and that's the thing. Like, no, these places sell stuff that's janky. It's all messed up. Like right now, I asked him to go get the charger. Again, I report and talk about everything live. And I asked him if he went and got the charger himself. I just asked, can I take a look at it? He plugged in the charger. He's saying it's charging, but you got to wait a second. I'm all right. I don't have time. I'm just being honest. That's what I said, And I said I'll try to come back and check it out, take a look at it. But I mean, if you plug in a charger, bro, like you get what I'm saying? Like he's like, there's no battery. Like it doesn't matter if you plug in a charger and the battery works, it's still gonna turn on. It doesn't even take a second. I mean, that thing will turn on immediately the minute you plug it in. If not, it just don't work. That's what I'm saying. Like, whatever if I do buy something from any of them places or a pawn shop, I got to know that it works. Trust me, I know pawn shops, man. I've, pawned a whole bunch of different stuff back in the past. Like that's one thing I do know. I've had a lot of experience dealing with pawn shops. Okay, so I know how it works. And I don't get higher prices. I don't get, low ball, nothing. Like, I know what I'm doing. So, like I said, my point is, man, they got tablets and computers right now, like laptops, for like 30 something dollars, bro. Like, if they could actually prove to me that they work, like I said, if we could get me a laptop, and there's some 60 to 100, I'm sure, right around there, 70, $80. If we could get me a laptop right now, that would help me a lot, because then at least it enables me to get in Wi-Fi. I still want to get the phone paid, but you get what I'm saying? Well, like I said, I don't got money like that right now. You know what I mean? Even if it did work, it's a huge problem for me, because then I'm spending money I don't have when I'm trying to build this business and gain consistency, and because I'm getting no support. Not because of me, not because I'm doing anything wrong, because I'm doing everything right. Okay. And it's crazy that a guy that's had over $300,000 in a brokerage account, right, with Charles Schwab, you can't even open an account there without less than $250,000, and it ain't nothing to me. That's nothing. $300 ain't even 300,000 ain't even money to me. Real talk. So that's what I'm saying. Like, imagine the difference in the spectrum. I'm not doing anything wrong. It's what you do. You spend money, and I stood on business, and right out here, it was about my respect. And folks respect me now, don't they? Right. I care about respect. I don't care about money, because I know I can make it all back 8 million times over. And that's what I've done right after. Sold a 50-acre property for 100,000, right? In Vegas, San Antonio, with over 60 grand. Come on, bro. I stay making bands, man. It ain't nothing, bro. Money to me ain't nothing, man. Money comes and goes. That's why I don't base anything I do off of money, because I believe and know the money will come. God will provide the money, But, I believe in God. I have my faith, but I'm just at a point where I'm very discouraged, and I just don't see how any of this is going to happen. And I'm entitled to that. That's just healthy for me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to get my hopes up for things that, it ain't even making no sense. You understand? It's nonsense. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Like, there's no empathy. It's always the same thing every day. Like, I don't know what it is, bro. But like I said, I ain't from here. I'm from Austin, Texas. And in Austin, I run the streets just like I do here. And folks got to respect me. Everybody. Outside of that other stuff, all them antics. You know what I mean? Let me explain to you something about that. That stuff makes me proud. It makes me proud when the little homies start, pretending they acting up. That makes me proud, because that shows me how far I've come. If they looking at me like that, that means something. You get what I'm saying? That means they heard about me, and they know who I am, and they know what I'm about and how I get down. So what they don't get, when they all in their feelings, right? And number one, they act one way in front of me, and then they change their demeanor when they a couple of feet away, or not even like 30 feet away. You know what I mean? That stuff is a compliment. Stuff like that be making my day, bro. Like, that's the thing. How could I feel bad? Like, I can't lose anymore. That's what people don't get. I'm not in the position I used to be in when I was coming up in the street. You understand what I'm saying? Like, folks don't understand. I got history in every hood down here, too. Folks know me everywhere. My name ring bells for real, because I'm really a soldier. You know what I mean? Like, bro, my name ring bells in Harlingen. Real talk. And trailer parks out there and all sorts of stuff. I lived out there. Folks know me everywhere, bro. I've been everywhere. I do my thing wherever. I was living in my truck at one point, going to college at TSTC in Harlingen. Like, would go right down the street, park it, get a nap, go to sleep, wake up, go to school, go to my classes. Lived in my truck. You know what I mean? Went and showered at the gymnasium. Stood on business there. I remember the guy came in, and he, it was hilarious. Like, there's a whole bunch of stuff. But my point is, like, I've been a real one forever. That's what folks don't get. Like, I'm the guy who's really been playing the background. Like, yeah, I've lived in vehicles. I've had to sleep under bridges. I've been all over, and I've had all the money. I've been up and down. So I'm a real one. So people never seen anything like me. That's why they so perplexed, right? Because I'm a jewel. Because I wasn't supposed to make it this far. I'm not supposed to even be here. That's what folks don't get. So when they ask silly questions, like, you know, what they were asking me at that corrupt institution and corrupt bar, talking about, are you this and that? What does that mean? I mean, don't I have to be coming from the environment I come from? I was in the shelter down the street and using all your bars and businesses to make my dough working, and was, you know, investing into myself and being a boss and doing my thing. So you were in your feelings. And so a lot of it, I was in the shelter paying off property taxes, sold the property, flipped it for $100K, $100,000. Understand? Everything I do is 100% real and official tissue. You understand? What folks don't get is all that fake stuff. That stuff is not going to work, bro. I have a lot of power and authority now. Like, it's real authority. So that's what I'm saying. When the little homies be acting, man, that stuff make me feel so good. Because it's like, I'm not like you anymore. Not that I ever was, but you know what I'm saying? I'm not in your position where we both just in the street or whatever. I done came up. That's what God said. He said, you don't understand how far you come. Y'all don't understand the impossible obstacles and odds and how much God has protected me to even get to this point, because I was the one actually involved in everything. I was the one who was the real street dude. See what I'm saying? See, folks don't get it. I count my blessings. I'm very grateful. My only thing is I'm discouraged because we're not getting any support. That's my only thing. I just wish that folks would support me. I don't understand why I'm even having to ask. You know what I mean? But I do, because I know why. Because things have never been fair and they never will be. Okay, well, that's what I'm addressing. You know, that's my thing right there. You know, bro, I listen to people online all the time. I'm still seeing so-called women. They be talking right in front of me on camera to different dudes or whoever, wasting their time telling people things that don't exist. I just heard, like, just a couple of minutes ago, earlier today, some chick, right? And they all think that you care. Why do you assume that people care? I don't, not at all. Like, you know, they all think that there's a reality going on that isn't. And she was talking to this dude, and it looks like he's like sitting at a bar, and he's probably like across the country. And she's like giving him fake compliments. Why, I don't know. Because, like I said, they're just on there entertaining whoever because they have to, and basically begging. I mean, literally, not basically, that's what they all do. Every so-called woman I see on the internet who doesn't have a real career, they beg for money and then try to call it a job. And everything that y'all do really should be considered illegal. Because, I mean, in reality, it is illegal. What do you mean? If you do what they do online, out here in reality, it's illegal. So shouldn't it be illegal online? It's the same thing, right? You know exactly what I'm saying, right? And it's, again, just taking advantage of desperation. And, you know, I mean, that's what I'm saying. They just entertaining people and saying nonsense. Like, do you really believe what you're saying? Like, it was just weird. Like, talking to this dude, talking about, I appreciate it, and you can tell that you work out. And I was like, this dude literally is like small. Like, there ain't nothing about him that looks like he work out. What is you even talking about? And I just have an opinion, not an opinion, a state of fact. Say reality. Immediately, what do? Withdraw, go to the delusion. Oh, we've got some blah, blah, blah in the chat or whatever. No, we don't. And I said, what do you mean? We have facts. I just stated facts and reality. Like, you know, the dude is small. Like, what are you talking about? Like, you know, that's what I'm saying. They believe that they're going to be able to accomplish anything or get anywhere begging and entertaining delusion. Again, why is no so-called women in this world rich? Not a single one of them. They'll get that fake Mason money because they sold. That ain't rich. And they feel some way about it too, trust me. Oh, there's plenty of them that would be all up in their feelings. I'm sure they are right now, and would love to, you know, show me the money and be like, yeah, I got bands, right? I got bands, right? But you don't, right? And like I said, even if you did, it's either prop money or it's not your money or it's Mason money. It's basically dirty money. And it's money that's got bad karma attached to it because of what you're doing for it. And you had to sell your soul to get it. Did you not? Because everything you promoting and doing is about getting away from the spirit, selling your soul, not being about nothing, not having an identity or personality, right? Not being loyal or faithful, not respecting men. And this is a man's world, honey. Huh. I don't know what this new generation believes, but let me tell you something. There ain't a single one of you who's rich or wealthy or will whoever come close to holding a candle to me. And when real people get rich and make real money like I have and did, right? And it wasn't that long ago. What happened when I did that? That's the reality. The reality is you don't get rewarded for succeeding in this world. Everyone starts paying too much attention and they want what you have. And then they start lying, just like they're doing. And God's telling me they're lying every day, lying on my name. I don't care about that. No way for it to affect me because everything's privatized. I don't deal with nobody. You don't know anything about me. I do what I want to do. You understand? I'm not even accessible to the public. See the difference there, honey? I ain't worried about nothing. I'm free and sovereign and I do what I want to do and I'm Batman. And that's the truth. So, like I said, I mean, as slow it is or as slow as it feels, I am making some progress here. And quite a bit very quickly. That's the truth. Look, these folks got to pull up way ahead. It's crazy, man. All right, I think y'all can hear me. But yeah, man. Everything I'm kicking is a fact, and I'm getting paid to talk. I get paid to talk about it, brother. A little something. So I mean, again, that's a big deal, especially in this economy where everyone's struggling, and y'all are asking, "How the hell did you do it? How are you still maintaining and still, just a little bit, growing and building this business?" But we're definitely expanding. That's the thing. I work out deals independently. I do business mergers. I've been doing this my whole life. It's nothing new. So it's that simple. Now we're going to make sure we get away from that. I'm not trying to talk to you. See, I don't do it like Rob Rack. I'm not going to sit there and talk to you no more. I'm above you. I'm better. And there's no need. Right? And if you could hear, he was already starting to talk. Okay? This is just like a homeless dude out there that, is whatever crazy. Right? Like, see, that's why I move away and get away. Because my energy and my spirit is pure and it's real and they're demons and they feel it around them. Okay? And I ain't scared at all. I'm smart. See, I'm not going to put myself in situations as much as I can. I'm going to get away from those situations and avoid it because I have a legacy to protect. I have a business to protect. I have, everything to lose and everything to protect. You understand? Remember, I'm not Rob Rack. You don't see me entertaining him and talking to him because why would I need to talk to somebody that I own billions in equity and they're on the street with nothing? See, it was just like with that church group. Every member of that church group, that ministry group, all of them were homeless. I wasn't, never have been, never, not once, never will be, right? I have my act together, always. So that's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? When folks want to listen and entertain silly stuff, I don't know, I mean, that's a reflection of you. And I can guarantee you, you'll never succeed. That's what I let folks do. Folks don't get it. I let the bottom feeders talk behind my back and make no coherent sense. And then I just wait patiently. I address everything, right? I win completely. And then they're just like, what the hell just happened? Well, everything you tried to do didn't work. That's what happened. It's called it backfired. Why? Because God is real. You understand what I'm saying? God is real, brother. Ah, they must have heard me. They picked up the Bessie. That's hilarious. Yeah, I'm right here talking. Yeah. Looks like they hired some scrubs to come pick it up. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I said it. Yeah. Remember, I talk out here, right? hmm Everything I have to say, I stand on. I talk right in front of all these folks. That's what it looked like. Like, people don't even understand. The minute I see them, I'm already analyzing your mistakes, right? I see a cigarette, that's the first mistake. You understand? Like, I've come a long way. God has brought me a long way. That I understand and believe. I see that. I'll never go back to that. Never. Hell no. It ain't good for you, man. It just ain't. You know, that's the thing. Like, you can tell that you don't take yourself seriously if you do that. Period. I don't care what you say. If you're trying to fit in, if you're trying to pretend you country, I told you, they ain't got no money. Their doors wide open. The vehicles look like they got issues, right? Yeah. That man come right through, right? Yep. Hi. Hi. How's the corruption going today? Hi. Here I am. Yeah. I love it. They looking at me, right? Look, look. Little daddy, you can stop and stare. Yeah. And remember, I operate above the feds. I'm your superior. And I'm for real. I'm not one of these YouTubers. No, I really built my own company, my own enterprise. I'm my own independent entity that you can't control already. Yep. I'm your superior, buddy. So I get to check and see what you're doing and make sure y'all are doing your job. Yep. So that's what they don't get. Friend to none of you. You understand? I'm above you. Always have been, always will be. And you didn't think that somebody could do this. That's all. Got another one. You didn't think that somebody would be able to build all this from nothing, from scratch. And hell, it's amazing, right? It's amazing what I've accomplished. It's amazing what I've done. It's just truly amazing. It's a blessing. Feel me? What time is it? Can't see nothing. Come on, man. Okay. It's like 2:50. It's early. Early as hell. But I don't really see what else there is to do right now. Trying to give this time. There's somebody walking and I'm trying to stay away and back here. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't even get around people. I'm a celebrity, man. I don't want to talk. I don't want to conversate. Nothing. For what? Like, that's the thing. Like, what? Well, bro, I understand reality. And I think it's so funny how they act like that's weakness. That's not weakness, that's strength. You understand? That's what I realize. That's why I'm getting somewhere. That's why building this business is working out for me. Because I'm smart. I know what I'm doing, bro. I know exactly what I'm doing. You know what I mean? And what I'm doing, oh, it's a big deal. It's affecting everything. These little homies is looking like, what the hell? You know what I mean? Yeah, got more power than all of them. Yeah, I hope y'all do see me. I hope you recognize me. The nightmare walking. Yeah, that's what I am. I'm a nightmare. Real talk, the real thing. Yeah, ain't no faking over here, cuzzy. Right? Like I said, I'd love to see any of you do it, though. I'd love to see you do it, but oh wait, you can't even be independent, right? Right? None of them. That's why they got to wear a fake little uniform, right? Every single one of you, right? That's what they do. All of them hide behind a system, right? Oh man, supposed to be teaching the youth and people how to be brave hearts, not go the opposite direction, and then try to front out here. See the difference? Maybe the little homies on the street try to act in front like they tough. Who cares? You could do, say whatever. I mean, I mean, what are you going to gain? They have nothing to gain, right? Except catching cases, right? And going, like catching cases and charges. That's why it's all they do. This system was designed against the people and against all that. That's what folks got to understand. At some point, you got to just wake up. At some point, you got to wake up. You got to acknowledge reality. Play it low key, man. Don't play it real low key. Folks don't know me like that. They just know of me because of how much I've accomplished. I'm just running. This is getting old. Good. I'm doing some running today. Great. Yeah, you see me. Yeah, you see me. You see me. Yeah, like I said, I run everything out here. That's the type of folks they are out here. They like to talk behind your back. Like to talk when you're not around. I'm out here every day, cuzzy. I address everything. Everything. Feel me? Don't nothing get by me. Everything. I've addressed the corruption, right? I won completely, directly. How you feel, man? Defeated the entire system before I even became Batman. That was my story. What do you mean? Right? Come on, man. I said I was out here with over $250,000 in the bank, over 300,000. Can't tell me nothing. Said what? Yeah. Can you imagine them trying to act like they serious? That's why I let y'all do what you doing. Like what? Like I went and spent my money. If you're going to just break the law and do whatever you want, and commit all these crimes, what did you think? Oh, y'all thought you were going to get away with it? You're not getting away with nothing. And you're going to have to return not just the money that I had to spend because of your corruption, right? Because you kept, coming and breaking the law, right? And you were after my money, right? So I'm like, let me just spend the money. So, because I'm not going to have people who evil getting a dime from me, right? And that times 8 million is going to get infinity is going to be restored to me. God's going to pay me all this dough. Trust me, you didn't accomplish nothing. And I knew it then. That's why I had no problem spending it. I went and had a bunch of fun. Went out to the clubs. I don't take none of you seriously, man. Never will. I said I'm light years above everybody, especially in the valley. Light years. It's not even comparable, bro. We'll never be the same, bro. Ever. We have never been the same. So that's what I'm saying. People talk. I mean, that's cute. See what I mean? Overcompensating for what? That's what I'm saying. They overcompensate driving Volvos. Oh, Volvo. Boy, stop it. Yeah, like I said, that's the energy y'all are on. That's the energy you've been on since day one. Right? They want to front and act like they're someone. I don't know what that is. Like, have fun with that. Do what you do, homie. Yeah, it's funny as hell, man. Let me fix this real quick. Yeah, you folks don't know anything about me, man, and I'm gonna use it to my full advantage. Y'all have no idea. You have no idea, bro. You don't know anything about me. You don't know what I'm thinking. You don't know how I feel. You don't know where I'm at with it. You have no idea. I love it, man. I already know what I'm on. Yeah. The world don't know what I'm on, but I know what I'm on. Feel me? Like I said, it's easy money for me. I'm gonna win no matter what. Believe that. Believe that. Real talk. Let me take a look here. Let's see real quick. But yeah, man. Like I said, I just think it's hilarious personally. I think all of it is absolutely hilarious, comical, because it is. It's funny as hell, man. You know what I mean, like, you know, that's what I'm saying. Folks can't even do nothing no more. They never could. They were always powerless and powerless because I'm God's chosen one. But they definitely powerless now. So that's what I'm saying. When you got these little homies trying to front and fake or whatever or in the street, I mean, you got to understand reality, brother, how much I've actually done out here and who I am. I mean, you know, fronting, that's silly. Come on, man. You don't know who you're talking to? Then get educated on who you're talking to. I ain't worried about nothing. You know what I mean? Like, what? And by the way, what's this number too? I address everything direct. What's this number of walking away, running away, and then what's this? What is that? You doing a dance? What is that? Like is that some kind of dance? You doing the soldier boy run and tell him because you a soldier boy run and tell him? What the hell was that? Like what oh you thought you was on something? Bro, I'm sitting here manipulating energy, laughing. That's what I'm saying. Folks be really thinking they win at something. These folks are so far behind. They think they win when they lose. That's why nobody takes the Valley seriously and never will. Ever. I said, what? Bro, these folks is backwards, honey. They're backwards and they try to promote it like it's cool. Like, dude, I don't know what you're talking about. We're here following the rules, getting somewhere. You all don't have any rules to follow. Everything is corrupt and a joke. So you just act like you could do whatever you want. I mean, do you? Do whatever you want. I mean, are any of you rich? No. Like, what do you mean? There's tons of arrests being made every day, officials arrested, tons of stuff, bro. People going to prison every day. Nobody is above reproach. Understand that. So that's the thing. They don't get. I'm in the perfect position to do what I'm doing because I'm a civilian and I'm really not. You know what I mean? I'm not a civilian, but to you I am. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. So yeah, like I said, like you got to understand what society is at some point and what's going on. Like first of all, ain't nobody about it. Ain't nobody about nothing. Nothing y'all doing is on a real vibration, right? None of it. Nobody. Like I said, what you have is a bunch of folks hiding behind a system and then pretending. I mean, brother, we don't care about that. You can have that. See, we from the street, we real. We're out here. We're outside. This is real. Everything that's happened out here has really happened. It's real. So when I tell you I run the streets, that's something I really have to pay dues to get to. It's real. See the difference? I'm not hiding behind a system. That's why folks have no choice but to respect me because I'm not out here with security. I'm out here by myself. I'm a real soldier from the ghetto in the hood. You understand? Yeah. No, I'm who's about everything. You understand? So that's what I'm saying. When you got folks and they want to play and pretend and don't know who they talking to, I mean, and that's cute. That's what people do every day. None of y'all in the know-how on anything. You have no idea what's even going on around you. Like, what? I'd rather take advantage of that than worry about it. Feel me? So that's the thing. It's not my job to care. It's not my job to trip. Tripping ain't gonna prove no point. We've been there, done that 8 million times. Let's focus on getting right and let's take advantage of everybody not being with it and not knowing what's going on and not being with the program. That's the point. With Batman, you already know what I am, man. I'm a real deal, bro. Everything them videos say is what I am. Like I appear in the night in the shadows. You understand? Out of nowhere. That's how I move. So what do you mean? Oh, we're fully operational. We're doing our thing right in front of you. Yep. So that's what I'm saying. Again, everybody knows what I do for a living and how much I've accomplished and how many illegal organizations I've actually put out of business. Right? Actually, you don't know because I haven't told you all of them. But the ones I told you, it's quite a few, and they're big ones. They're about as big as they get. And like I said, I've already got my eyes set on more. You know what I mean? And I've already made tons of progress by leaps and bounds. So trust me, I'm going to keep on winning all across the board. I'm going to keep on winning, and you can count my wins. That's the only way this goes, brother, because you're talking to Tyree Steen. You're the great Sam Gerard. Yes, I am. And you always have to win. Yes, I do. I love it. I'm tired, but that was all I wanted today, man. I had me a halfway normal day already. That's all I wanted, man. That's all I want. I just want to go somewhere, eat something good, have a good meal, walk around, be happy. I'm basically retired. I'm 36, aging backwards. I'll be 40 in 4 years. I'm real simple, man. I don't need much. I'm happy with whatever, bro. I'm a country boy. Like I said, we have a society that makes a lot of horrible decisions. Let them keep on doing that. Let them keep on making horrible decisions, right? While we win. You know what I'm saying? I'm just telling you the truth, homie. Like, you don't see me in and out of jail and prison. You don't see me in the halfway house. I walk by the halfway house singing and laughing. Yeah. So what happened is the corruption has been exposed, and there's all these arrests being made, corrupt officials being arrested every day, going to prison, being held accountable finally for all the crimes they committed, whether it was concerning me or concerning all the stuff they're trying to cover up. I mean, there's so much dirt they're trying to cover up, it's unbelievable. So now their plan, and I'm going to tell you your plan while you're actively listening. This is how far ahead I am of you. Your plan the entire time has been to get me in that position. You wanted me to not have my freedom. You want me to be silent. You want me to be tired. You want me to not have a voice. And I just keep on pushing forward. And it's really got them triggered, impressed, and agitated because they keep seeing me progress and I'm already doing just a little tad bit better. So the next thing I need is folks in the public to donate and support. so I can get me a laptop so we can start building. Because once I get a laptop, I can go on Wi-Fi anywhere. I still got to go out my way to do that, but I can go on Wi-Fi anywhere. And me on a computer is a problem, bro, because I know what I'm doing. Real talk. Hell, there was a point that I used to know everything with a computer. You put me on a computer, I could pretty much do anything. But, it is what it is. That was the past. The internet's changed. A lot of things have changed. But like, I really was getting to a point with that because I had a friend who really know how to do it and he was teaching me. So I mean, you got to understand, I can get a lot done on a computer and I can focus on building businesses, but that's what I need right now, a laptop. So again, I'm asking the public, why can't you all just send me some money to do that? Like I said, so whose side are you on? That's what I'm saying. No, these civilians are on the side of the corrupt. So I mean, you can't complain when you get what you get. What do you mean? Batman is out to do this for Americans in America. I'm not here to do this for anyone else because I tried doing it for y'all and there's nothing but being ungrateful. This is the same thing I said when I had all the money and I helped all these people and I built the economy for the valley literally and everywhere pretty much and have receipts for it. And I said the same thing when I went to college. You could ask my English teacher who wanted me to teach English at the university. I've had folks ask me about grammar or how I'm saying a word online, but they wanted me to teach English because I had an A+ on every paper that I ever turned in. I knew every grammar, every punctuation, don't even make a mistake. These folks is in their feelings, dude. Yeah, so like I said, when you shine and you're excelling and you're building, they don't like it. I mean, look at the folks in the valley. They've been working the same job going on like 60 to 80 years. Some of these folks stay here for their entire life and existence and never leave the valley. I'm glad that you feel some way because that's nobody's fault but your own, sister. Okay, and whoever you are, little daddy, little homie. Yeah, that's not my problem. I always looked at it like what it was. It didn't make any sense. It was silly as hell. Like, why would you do that? I remember when we was in school, when I was a lot younger, I remember I had this friend named Taylor, who he wasn't really a friend, and his dad worked at Foot Locker. My dad was an injury lawyer, and I'm sorry, but I remember feeling some way about it. Because I remember looking at him and I'm just looking and I was like, I would never judge anyone, but I just could see the difference. You know what I'm saying? Like, truly. And the thing people don't get, I wasn't like entitled. Like I didn't get much of anything, like ever. But like I'm just saying I could see the difference. Like my dad was a lawyer, right? You know what I mean? And your dad, whatever, was working at Foot Locker. Like I just looked down on it. Like, you know what I mean? Like truly, not because of anything that didn't make sense. I mean, it's not a good look. So I mean, you got folks down here that work at Foot Locker for years, decades, and then when I walk by, everybody want to look like have a look or feel like they're saying anything. I walk to these places every day, these different establishments out here and everywhere, and folks always sit there and either try to ignore me or have some kind of look like I mean, like, it's not my fault that you want to stay working for a company that nobody's proud of and isn't a good company. I mean, what does that have to do with me? I mean, isn't that your conscious decision? Right? What folks do. It's like folks who work fast food, but they in a mood and they mad because they work fast food. Like, I mean, you're the one making the conscious decision to work fast food. I mean, are you not? Right? Just like when you make a conscious decision to have a career in whatever career field you choose, you have to deal with what comes along with that career field. That's why you're on your feelings because you see me and I make my own hours and I don't have a boss. And every day I just wake up and I start working and I work for myself and my own interest. See, I'm still building my own company from the ground up. Okay. And it's more about the infrastructure than the money that I'm making because as long as I've built the infrastructure, the money will come. God will provide the money. Okay. So if that money comes and when it does, I mean, it's already built. You don't even get what I'm saying, do you? God told me and promised me a couple of things. One of those things being I was going to get paid to exist. I'm not on what y'all on, brother. Okay. I'm on this snob stuff, okay? This is snob life over here. Hello, peasants! Hello, commoners! Oh, you're hilarious. Hello, mere mortals. I love it. That's what I'm saying. Like, brother, I'm gonna say it again. Like, that's what I'm on. I'm on this rich life, rich celebrity lifestyle. Like for real. Like you gave it to me. Y'all handed me the W and the victory without me even asking. Every single one of y'all. Oh, you're a celebrity. You're a celebrity. I never said I was a celebrity. The public's who validated me as a celebrity. All these folks that work 9 to 5 said I was a celebrity. What do you mean? Like, bro, I'm just me. Of course I'm a celebrity. Look at me. Like, what? It ain't on the internet. I'm a celebrity, period. That's what they were saying. And they got an answer for everything. Oh, he's a celebrity on the internet. No, I'm a celebrity out here in reality. Right? Just like when they sit there, like, you can't deny my success. You can't tell me what I am. It doesn't work that way. Like I said, like, maturity goes a long way. Yeah, they be in their feelings, right? Like they don't dictate my value. That's crazy, man. They can't tell me nothing. So, for me, like I said, I mean, I'm just gonna keep on moving forward and doing what I'm doing, and it's just that simple. You feel me? Like I understand why my dad was the way he was. Like I watched my dad in front of me, and my dad was very like to himself, and I could see why. Because I think he was going through the same type of stuff because of Carly Fiorina, allegedly, but it's obvious. It's not allegedly, we'll say it, but we all know. We all know what she did. Yeah, we all know this all has to do with her. And what have you accomplished? Nothing. Everything that you've done has backfired. Real smart, lady. And you told on yourself. Yourself snitched. Yourself snitched like Ruby Jimmy. The fake Chris. Oh my goodness. You ain't never won anything ever at any point, lady. Yeah, that's what they said. That's what God said. He said, I'm going to get paid to exist. So, I mean, it's some other kind of blessing and opportunity. And said, God's going to make me rich his way. I mean, I don't see it yet. I don't know what he's talking about. I mean, I know what I'm doing already, but I mean, this ain't near enough. I mean, this is nothing. I mean, I haven't gotten paid nothing. I do great for this platform, but this platform don't pay nothing. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it's been, somehow I've gotten by and God provides, you know what I mean? But that's the only way. But I'm not going to sit here and lie. I'm going to tell you the truth. This thing don't pay at all. Don't pay right. You know what I mean? So this is not enough. It's got to be something else. So I don't know what else is coming, but I sure hope so. I need it, man. I'm sick of this. That's the only thing. I'm just sick of nickel and diming because if I make the right money, I can get everything back. I can get my license back. I can get everything rolling. I can get on the road, get me a vehicle or whatever, and like I can have somebody drive for me if I want. I don't even got to drive. You know what I mean? I'm gonna want to because I trust me. But my point is, I'll be able to do what I want to do. And like I said, when I travel, I'd rather travel by bus. I think it's a lot safer. That's what folks don't understand. It's a big bus. You got much better chance in a big bus, right? No matter what happens, then if I'm a passenger in a car, like I've had enough experiences with that. Like I'm just done with it. Like I really am. Like I won't even get in somebody's car anymore. I really won't. Like it's to that point. It's that serious too. Yes, because it's been back to back, bro. Like I'm all right. I'd rather go on a bus. I think that's like the safest thing because like if they're not speeding, some of them just haul and go quick as hell. That's the problem. And if they do, I mean, there's nothing I can do. I got to just stay awake and pay attention, so I can try to react to whatever's happening. But I mean, I don't trust nothing and no one. And I think everyone should be like me. I will never get on a plane. That's the silliest decision you can ever make. And please listen to that. ever. I will never get on a plane again, ever. And it wasn't a good experience when I was little and I got on one, straight up. Like literally, I was crying the entire time because I didn't chew gum because of the altitude thing. Altitude, yeah, like hell no, bro. It sucked. You know what I mean? It's one of like it was a bad memory. You know what I mean? Real bad. Like, and I remember it vividly. You know, and then it just goes to show, what I've been through my entire life, and right, and exactly where it comes from, like who's doing it, who it comes from. Yeah, sat there and told me, "Oh, you need to chew gum," and just kept telling me, but didn't actually have me do it. Right? Why would you try to explain that to someone? Why don't you just, have them, like do what they need to do? Like, come on, bro. I'm a kid. There was a lot of things that happened back then that people don't know about. Like, that's my thing. I know who all this has come from since day one, and it ain't right, and it don't make no sense. What are you talking about me for? What are you talking about what I have to? I don't have to do nothing for nobody. I'm out here for me. I'm here living my life. What are you talking about? Like, what? I'm not here to do anything for no one or help anyone who never helped me, and is the reason why I came down here with 11 bands and have to spend almost all of it because people were playing weird games for years that now they just can't get away with. Come on, bro. I already know what it is. I got everything solidified. Everything is perfect. Like I said, I know Texas law. You apparently don't. I'm goody. I don't got to worry about nothing. I'm out here for me. What? It's about me now. About here for my own interests, just like all these so-called women are. You know what I mean? So, like I said, I'm gonna say it again. Like, I mean, that's what the corrupt want for me. That's what all these people want. I see y'all looking. I see that little network you got going on. I see you work together, all these people, right? And y'all ain't on nothing. So what you mean? They ain't on nothing, bro. Not a single one of them. They ain't on nothing. They ain't about nothing, bro. You could sit there and watch me win and watch me keep operating, doing what I'm doing right in front of you and winning, and doing it the right way too. Something you need to learn from because none of you know how to do your job. Yeah. Yeah, you got me confused. You think I'm someone I'm not. I'm not a nice guy at all by any means. What? See, I'm really, really who I am. So, like I said, that's what they wanted from me. They wanted me to get caught up in the system, and right now they're looking for an excuse, and they're using all these different people from it doesn't matter, different whatever sets, different gangs, different whatever they can find, right? And I think it's all cartel affiliated, like everything. So, like I said, it's just proving how strong I am. They have to have numbers, and then they're still not doing anything. They're just proving my point that they're not tough and they're not about anything. Like, you see what I'm saying? They're proving what it is. People, again, people fear the Batman. That's all they're showing. When you start playing little games like that, like all that's doing is showing your hand, man. That's not smart. That's what y'all do. Nothing you do is smart. That's why you keep making mistakes, right, and getting caught. Right? Like I said, they just got caught in mission. They just got caught in mission. I think more cartel messing up and making mistakes again, just like y'all did at that McDonald's back in the day. I ain't never seen them ever do anything right. So where do you get these rumors and these lies about they're so tough and this? They're not tough. They're not tough. It's just it's basically anybody. It's like just like it's Hollywood. It's anyone who will sell their soul for pennies and ain't about nothing and can't think straight. That's who it is. What do you mean? You can't say someone's tough who loses constantly and takes L's. I mean, these people take L's and have to go on camera talking about don't come here. You remember that L, or do I need to remind you? What? Yeah, it'll never happen, Duke. Like I said, like, nah, bro, y'all folks got to come correct and come with respect when you're around me. It's just that simple. I'm about my respect. Yeah, you know who I am. Right. So, the little games, that ain't going to accomplish nothing. I'm going to call out the behavior and tell you what it is right in front of you, and that's it. So what's up? Right. Y'all ain't on nothing, homie. I love it, man. So, yeah, that's what they think. They think their little evil, wicked stuff behind closed doors makes any difference or anyone cares. I don't care. All you're going to do is give me more evidence. You know what I mean? Come on, bro. Everything's being documented, and I talk about everything, and everything's being documented because I remember it. So what do you mean? Like, come on, bro. I remember everything, bro. I don't forget nothing. I don't forget nothing at all, and I let nothing go. Understand that. So yeah, like I said, we're gonna keep moving forward, man. Folks ain't talking about nothing. You know what I mean? Other than that, all that other stuff that y'all talking about, I already reached out, man. Like I said, as far as Christina, Like I said, I've given you another whatever the thing to do whatever so that we can talk. All you got to do is go into that and message me, and I send a friend request. That's the best I can do, man. And I mean, that's taking way beyond anybody's patience level. So, like I said, you need to talk to me and come very correct, because again, you're trying to pretend you don't know what's going on, but you do. There's been a lot of talking going on. Okay, but folks have said a lot of things on your account. Okay, on your accounts. So what's up? I don't understand. Like what, brother? I know everything I'm doing on this side. I'm documenting everything. That's the thing. If you're a friend, be a friend all the way through. Okay, you know what I mean? Talk reality, man. Okay, these folks online have accomplished nothing. I don't know what you're talking about. All that stuff doesn't exist. Feel me? I'm not hearing it. Like, I'm going to tell you reality, and that's what it is. So, like I said, if you want to speak and you want to talk, I mean, it doesn't, what takes so long? That's what I'm saying. The reading downloads say God is sending you someone into your life to help you. How long does it take? That's how I responded, right? I'm going to start questioning now because this is getting old. Like, bro, I've been needing help, bro. I need help every day. Like, what? Like what? It's got to be someone who actually can help me. Like somebody who actually has money and wants to do something. Like, well, we need money, bro. Y'all folks won't even send me money so I can go get a gym membership so I can take care of myself and do what I need to do the proper way. That don't even make no sense, bro. Make no sense. But for these homeless dudes that coming out here from Austin, like I said, they giving them everything. I guarantee you, in 5 seconds flat, they would pay for a gym membership for them. And these are folks that can barely like do anything, like can't even function. Like what? You know, I mean, you can't be serious, man. You know what I mean? Like real talk. At some point, it just becomes ridiculous. It becomes so one-sided. It's unbelievable. Like I said, it's just like Eminem said, right? If I was, I would have. I ain't have to graduate from Lincoln High School to know that, but I can rap. So forget school. I'm too cool to go back. Hand me the mic. Show me where the studio's at. When I was underground, no one. I was. That's the key word. And that's what all this is about. That's what it's about down here in the valley. That's what it's about everywhere. Like I said, my folks have it the hardest. We don't get no opportunity. I'm out here for my folks now. I ain't here for y'all. Feel that? How about that? Now you all are on that. That's the energy you're on. You're responsible for this. So okay, cool. No problem. I like being for my folks anyway. I mean, what other team would I be playing for? Huh? Yeah, like I said, it is what it is. And even then, they ain't never done anything for me. You know, I'm really just here for me, for my own interests. Like that's the thing. Like everybody else got a group, they got a team, they got people supporting them. I don't have none of that. You know what I mean? Oh yeah. Let me tell you something else I saw. There is an electric bike that literally would be like the perfect bat pod for me right now. And it's $1,000. You know, maybe God will show me something and have Christina, you know, send me the money or come here from New Orleans, she claims, and buy it for me. But I ain't trying to hear about New Orleans, and I don't know why you keep, you know, making that your name on there or repeating stuff, because I ain't over there and you ain't involved me or even giving me a chance to talk. How are you going to decide something for me when I haven't even been allowed or I haven't been able to speak? That's what I'm talking about. See what I'm saying? They say, "Oh, I'm gonna say how you're feeling." You don't know how I feel. Well, what are you talking about? Like, bro, I did more than enough for you. Like, you owe me. You owe me tons of money, millions of dollars. Like, what's up? What are you talking about? Like I said, I'm right here, bro. Like, hasn't anything happened except whatever you're on and what you're doing? Because, like I said, you want to type and leave messages when you're a grown woman and a grown adult, and you could just talk to me like a grown woman and have a conversation direct. What are you talking about? So what? Yeah. You want to do something for me? Help me get that. It's like an electric motorcycle almost, like an electric bike. That'll be a start. That's just barely the start, and it's $1,000 right now. That's an amazing deal. $1,000 for something like that. I bet it's got the keys, charger, everything. And you know it's janky though because it come from that place. So like that's what I'm saying. That's just one investment. See, when you make an investment like that, you still got to go buy something else from a certified store that work right. So that's just the beginning. But like I said, give me that. Let's get me rolling on that. You know, that's what I'm saying. I mean, you want to talk these millions and fake money and this all this fake stuff and fake settlements. I mean, that's cool. I mean, like I said, uh, I mean, I don't understand. I mean, like I don't see what part is complicated, but okay, keep doing you. Good. All you're doing is helping me. Keep on talking. You know what I mean? That's what folks don't get. Like, you got to really understand there's nothing nobody can say to me, man. And anything somebody says to me at this point, you're only helping me build my federal lawsuit. You helping me build my case, little homie. You understand? Like I said, I make all the decisions down here. So I'm gonna say it again. I don't know what y'all is on. I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm not like someone who wants to do everything at a distance. I don't want to keep conversating with people 8 million miles away. I want people to pull up and have a conversation in person, right? And be real. Like what? I'm here for people who want to have a real relationship in person, not on the internet, dude. What are you talking about? I'm a grown man, homie. So yeah, like I said, you want to start by sending me a couple of thousand. Not 1,000, couple of thousand. That way I can try to buy that, test that out, see how that goes, see if they have a return policy, which I'm sure they don't because they rig everything and cheat while they sell janky stuff, right? And they're probably in their feelings because I'm saying the truth about what they do and the bad business they conduct because everything they sold me has been messed up, right? And I probably have proof still of what happened with that other bicycle. That could be a lawsuit anytime too, so they may have to pay me a settlement too. Yep. People have made so many mistakes everywhere, and then you want to just excuse this behavior. There is no excuse. It's inexcusable. You don't sell bikes with handlebars coming out, dude. Come on, man. Like you can't say that was on me, right? I'm not the one who was selling the bike. Like what? Like I didn't do it. I mean, clearly it's not even possible to do. Like what are you talking about? Yeah, that handlebar was loose, homie. And look what I went through because of it. That's a lawsuit, dude. Yeah. So now they're quiet because they know what's good. Exactly, like everybody. Yeah. Yep. I told you that's why they want me silent because what I'm saying is real. I'm cool with everybody, right? I'm a super cool, chill dude until you start playing games like that. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, no, this is how these people want to operate, no problem. And we're gonna keep winning. And we're gonna hold everyone accountable in a court of law. I'm guaranteed to win. Yeah. That bus just ran over a rock. Oh, that's funny. Bus driver, why can't you drive? He probably listening to the program too because I'm famous as hell. All right, give me a minute. I'll be right back, and we'll continue to talk. Like I said, send me a couple of grand. Tell me 20. Give me that bonus. God promised me that 25,000. That's what I need right now, so I can get this started and get in business and get up to the city I need to be in. Like what? Like you can meet me here anytime, and we can go up north. All right, give me a minute.